I saw someone make a video about this for Gady, and then I saw someone do it for Loser, so it's my turn. Please do not kill me for this opinion. This is a very, not universally agreed on opinion. Like, everyone I know disagrees with me here, but Coiny is my #1 least favorite BFDI character, and he has been like that for a long time. When you look at him from just his highlights in BFDIA, you would, like, want to shoot me after hearing me say that. But hopefully, by the end of this video, you will see why I think Coiny is my least favorite character. I'm not trying to change your opinion on him. I'm just hopping on this trend because I have nothing better to do. So let's get into... Coiny in Season 1 is probably my favorite season of Coiny. And I know that is really like a dumb thing to say, but hear me out. There's not much to talk about for Coiny in the first season. Most he does is make little jokes, which I find to be funny. He's much ruder in Season 1, and he pretty much just slaps Fiery. I will play a clip right now. I'll play 2 clips of him being funny.
See, I knew TB and GB had a crush on each other. TB sitting in a tree. KISSING.
Awkward silence. Look here, I'm contributing. Instead of spending time on what he wanted to do, I'm helping out and contributing to something else. The sound of silence.
Okay, so
We have to contribute to the silence.
Coiny, you got the proof out of the final. Needy. Coiny is at 5.
But in all honesty, I can't find much to talk about, bad or good, for Coiny in this season. I feel like he was pretty much just fiery, but a little ruder. But that's a charm that I kind of like about his character. And I know I should make this segment way longer, but I'm just gonna go into the start of his biggest season. There's a lot to talk about for Coiny in this season. Most of Coiny's character is built off a drive to win the game, just to win the game. He doesn't have a major reason other than to just win. Most of his character is also built around Pin and Wobunch. Wobunch, not as much as Pin. Hold on, I gotta move my guitar out of the way, or else I'm gonna, like, start playing it in the middle of me talking, and it's gonna be super annoying. Alright, we're good now. Coiny never interacted with Pin, I don't even think once, in BFDI Season 1. And to have his whole character, not just in BFDIA, but in BFB and in TPOT, to be built around that one character is insane. I know the text there says Post-hiatus BFDIA, but screw it, I'm talking about all of BFDIA. It doesn't matter, and I'm too lazy to go back and edit the text, so give me a break. I actually like Coiny in BFDI pre-hiatus. That's what it's called. My goodness. I think I said post-hiatus earlier. I'm sorry. My content's like this. If this gets like a wave of popularity and people are expecting me to be like official and like fancy, that's not me. I'm just a person. I get. Well, what am I saying? Get back to the video. Oh, hey, that looks like a face. Okay. My God. The only notable things in early BFDIA is that Coiny is still very rude. He goes to steal Teardrop and forcefully switch her to Wobunch, and then he does the most horrid act in maybe all of BFDI. He kills Spongy. Let me play the scene for you because it's very gruesome.
Coiny!
Spongy, I know it's hard, but don't complain. We have to do this.
Coiny! Look on you!
What?
Needle, are you doing okay? Can you stay up much to land on, or else we are going to die?
Hey, Spongy, do you think you could do us a little favor and impale yourself on those spikes to save our lives?
No way!
Help me! Spongy, please! You'll die either way! Yeah, please!
No, not moving!
What's that? I can't exactly tell what you said through all those layers of fat. It sounds
certainly kind of like sure thing, Coiny.
No, I said. Oh!
Now, how are we going?
This is not to mention the fact that Coiny's also the reason his team fell into the pit of spikes. If Coiny let Spongy finish talking, Spongy would have been able to tell the team that the canyon was in front of them a little bit earlier, and they would have had a few more seconds to stop moving, but Coiny had to interrupt him, and he's the reason they fell in the spikes, and then he did the act of killing Spongy and fat-shaming him. Now we go on to Post-hiatus BFDIA, and I don't remember too much early on. I think, okay, I know what I'm talking about now. I don't write scripts, guys. I just go off whatever happens in my head, which is why my videos turn out this way. Alrighty, so he starts to have an arc with Spongy. Spongy's bitter in even BFDIA 5 that Coiny killed him, and no one cared about his death. And Coiny is just not sympathetical, I think is the word. What's the word? Sympathetical, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm inventing words. He doesn't have sympathy to Spongy's situation. This is kind of where Coiny's character settled until Spongy's elimination in episode... What episode was that? I believe BFDIA 12. Coiny and Spongy were just like about to have an arc, and it was just never happening. This was bad for Spongy's character and Coiny's character, because Coiny's character was centered around this and his friendship with Pin for that time frame. And then when Spongy got out in BFDIA 12, the writers were just like, hell yeah, thank you, viewers, hell yes. And they could finally give Coiny some character, which was with Pin. He started to focus on Pin much more here, and even almost got her back to life in BFDIA 13, which I think was a really good episode for him. BFDIA 14, okay, this is where I'm remembering BFDIA episodes now. BFDIA 14 was another good episode for Coiny. Their duo was fun to watch, but I only liked it mostly because Pin is interesting. Coiny was kind of just there, helping Pin as usual. BFDIA 15, it's the same thing, except he's on a team without Pin, which was good for him, and this episode was actually, I liked this one for him, because he got to shine on his own without Pin's character, for the first time in about 15 episodes. And then he won immunity, which was really good. Then, BFDIA 16, once again, he goes back to Pin, and it's kind of boring at this point, because Pin's got her mech suit and everything, but the writers find a way to make it interesting in BFDIA 18, with Mech Pin knocking Coiny off the tower, and this starts a new arc with Coiny and Pin, which was better for Pin's character. Coiny kind of stayed the same. This didn't really change Coiny's character much, and it's honestly really annoying. They could have set him up for some depression arc like 2 has in Teapot, but no, they just let him like brush it off. Like he was in the lighthouse depressed at the start of BFDIA 19, I think, and then he just comes out like perfectly fine. What? Throughout BFDIA 20 and 21, Coiny betrays Pin, and that's probably the peak of Coiny's character in BFDIA. And then he's a jerk after Pin gets eliminated once again, which I'm not trying to be a baby here. I'm not mad about characters being jerks. I like Eggy, and she's a jerk. I like rude characters. Coiny, like I even said, is fun when he's rude. I like the ruder version of Coiny a lot more. The lazy and rude Coiny from Season 1. BFDIA Coiny is just a complete different change that's not the same character. Do I think he deserved to make it to 4th place? Honestly, yes, but only in BFDIA. I wouldn't want him to make it that far in any other season. It was pretty fun. Him versus Free Smart over and over again, though, just without a resolution, was getting repetitive. It was just like those two were fighting, and it was a major plot point in every episode. So when you were watching BFDIA, it kind of just felt like Free Smart versus Wool Bunch for a lot of it. Alright, I'm keeping the BFDIA background for now because I'm too lazy to change it. You guys can tell I'm very lazy. So, Coiny in BFB, there's not much for me to say about him. He joins the Losers, which is a really bad spot to put him in because the Losers is probably my least favorite BFDI team maybe ever. I don't know. They're all just centered around Loser. Like, it has decent characters, but they're all just centered around Loser. And this team is full of characters who made it far in BFDIA and BFDI. Coiny, Pin, Fiery, and Needle. And then Leafy later on. But Coiny does stand out here along with Pin more than the other contestants on the Losers because, yes, Coiny's still obsessed over Pin, but he does have the one moment under the basket with Pin and the rest of the Losers. But I can't use that one moment to justify him being boring and following Loser for the entirety of BFB. Like, this segment is super short. I have nothing to say about Coiny other than that one scene with him and Pin in BFB. Going into TPOT, you would think that Coiny is going to at least make it to the team swap, right? No, he gets out in TPOT 9, which I'm happy about. He's a little better this season. He tries to get his Woe Bunch buddies back, and he's much kinder this season, which is where his BFDIA personality comes from. But he's boring. I don't remember anything from him in Teapot aside from the fact that he cheated once. Every other character who cheated got payback. They got eliminated the episode after, and they got repercussions and hated by everyone. Stapy, Penn in early BFDI, I think Blocky, and I think that's about all the cheaters. Coiny cheated. He's still a favorite, and like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that's a little unfair. He cheated. He did get eliminated early, but not early enough because all the other cheaters got consequences right away. Once again, he's centered around his friends. He doesn't really have a personality for himself, which is pretty much my biggest issue, is that he's boring. And you gotta understand, I don't hate any BFDI characters, and I typically dislike the boring ones more. The next we see of Coiny is in Teapot 22, and he's just with Pin. He doesn't do much. He's just with Pin for the episode. In Teapot 23, he does nothing. In Teapot 24, spoilers, I don't even think he gets a voice line. Overall, though, this is the end of the video. This is all my opinion. I also think Coiny's petty, and he just pisses me off every time he's on screen. When Book 1, he was really petty about it at first, and was really rude for no reason. And my last thing about Coiny is that his fan base is horrible. Most of the fan base. I'm not trying to attack you guys, and this isn't the main this isn't a reason I like the character. This is just a problem I have with the BFDI fan base. Is that the Coiny fans are also petty, and at times can be rude. I'm not saying Coiny fans are bad. I'm just saying the people who love Coiny so much to the point where their life revolves around Coiny are really annoying and childish. A lot of them, not all of them. But hey, that's the end of my rant, my yap. If you guys like this, please subscribe. Maybe this will get popular. Maybe, just maybe. Please consider joining my memberships. I need money. And let me know everything you disagree with in the comments, and I'll reply. And let me know if I should do more of these story videos. This was kind of fun, and I'll try to do more research next time. I just wanted to get this video out. Alright, bye.